Toxikk is an online first-person arena shooter first made in 2016 by Reactor Studios and kind of has that homage to the early 2000s arena shooters like Unreal Tournament and Quake. Now, even though the game is free to play, it only costs $15 to own the free to play version, which is a quote unquote trial. So will this trial hold up in order for you to make a full purchase? Let's check it out in the review. Now, the action of the game, very fast-paced, very quick, jarring, you never know what's going on, people shooting everywhere. Very, very fun, and the respawn times for each match, very fast, so you never have to worry about not being in the action. Now, one nice little feature is before every match, there's kind of this movie-style intro into the map that you're getting ready to fight on. I think it's pretty cool and very unique, something I normally don't see in a lot of shooters. Now, it wouldn't be an online arena shooter without a little bit of customization, and they do offer a nice array of customizable options that you can change: the helmet, armor, color, subcolor, the little glow effect that you have on your armor, camouflage, armor tag, clan tag, and even a little country tag. You can change all of that. Now, I did mention this is a free-to-play or trial version. All of this is locked in the trial version, as you can see. When you try to customize your fighter or shooter, when you try to customize it and try to save it, it will give you a nice little pop-up saying this isn't available, please buy the full version. So you do get a chance to take a look and see what is available, what you can unlock through points as you play the game. You can see all of that in the free-to-play version, but it'll always remind you, hey, buy the game if you want to have all of this unlocked for you. Now, it wouldn't be a proper review without talking about the weapons that you get. Now, again, this is like a standard arena online shooter, so you do get your standard pistol. Now, all weapons do have a primary and alternative fire. So as you can see, I'm going around with the Cerberus, or the rocket launcher of the game, which has its normal rocket launcher main fire, but then the alternate fire is a lock-on, which isn't really useful during these type of matches, but during certain maps where there are vehicles, that's where it would apply. So as you can see, you have your sniper, shotgun, energy gun, rocket launcher, flamethrower, and then you do have a melee weapon like a lot of them do. This one just happens to be a drill / laser. Not too often that I use that, just because you have to be so close to use it, but it is very, very fun to use. And a lot of the guns, they are very balanced, I would say, besides the rocket launcher. Very hit or miss with the damage, whether it's a head-on shot or splash damage or anything like that. It is very, very hit or miss when it comes to that. Now, the Violator, which is a standard assault rifle, one of my favorite weapons in the game, good rate of fire, and then it also has the grenade launcher for the bottom. And as you see, good rapid fire and does a lot of damage. And as you can see, everybody's jumping around, floating around. It's very, very fast-paced, very hectic. So if you remember anything of those kind of Twitch-based kind of shooters, especially Unreal Tournament, this is very, very similar. And the art style is very similar as well. But again, for this game being at least free to play, quote-unquote, I'd say for me playing this, it's very well. So it is really getting to the point. It's like, hey, spend a little extra money, you can get a lot more. But even if you only played this solely on the free-to-play option, besides the customization, you are still getting a very, very good package.
Shield enhancement applied.
So what are some of the disadvantages to the free trial version? Well, for one, you are only paired with other free trial versions. So if someone else has the full version, you will probably never play a game with them. You'll only be playing games with other people that have the trial version. So I have never had an issue finding a game, but there are sometimes issues where I'll get put into a map where there's only 2 people playing because that particular map is empty, and because it's also the free to play version, you don't have server lists, so you can't pick which server you go into. So you might pick a server where you're the only person or the server's full. It's a very hit or miss thing. Now, I understand putting that in the paid version, but something as small as a server list wouldn't take anything away from the full version. Now, there is a way to get around this, doing it through Steam itself, but I'm reviewing the game for what it is, and as far as it stands, there is no server list in the trial version. Now, I know one thing you could be asking, is the game active? Well, for the random times that I decide to turn this game on and sit and play it for a couple hours, it's always active. There's always someone playing. Now again, the drawback with it being the trial version, there's only 4 maps to choose from, so get bored fairly quickly. So with this game, I mean, you have to play it solely for the fun if you're only in it for the trial version. Otherwise, I mean, I don't think the asking price of $15 for the full game is too much of an asking price. So if you get bored of the free to play, or if it's something you find yourself gonna play a lot and not something you're just gonna play every once in a while, I would definitely invest in the full game just so you have a more wide variety of maps to enjoy. So my final review, and do I think it's worth it? Well, as a strictly free-to-play trial game, obviously it's worth it. You're not spending anything to get into it. Even if you don't like it, you didn't spend anything to not like it. So to me, free-to-play always worth it because you can really get an idea for what it is. Now, as far as buying the game, in my opinion, for the amount that they give you for a trial and what is presented and what you're actually playing, which is essentially the full game, just cut down to 4 maps, I fully believe it's worth $15. And obviously, if you can get this on a Steam sale or get this through any other means at a cheaper price, by all means, do that. But for the asking price of $15, I feel like this game is completely worth it. Now, if you only play it on the free to trial basis, again, still fun, but in my opinion, you may get bored very easily. So as a final review, I would give this a 7 out of 10 for the trial version, and then you can bump that up another 1 or 2 points for the full version, obviously, because you're getting all the maps, all the customization, you're getting the full package and not just a cut down version of it. So this is JJop123. This is back with another review of Toxikk for Windows on Steam. Again, very good shooter, very nice homage to the old school arena shooters, and a lot of fun. So I will catch you guys in the next one.